Essentially, The Secret Garden is a story that takes place at a family estate, and it centers on a 10-year-old girl named Mary and her uncle Archibald, and she comes to her uncle's estate to live there after her parents have died.
She hears about this garden, and being a child, she really wants to go in it. So she tries to find the key, and she does, and then she meets her cousin, who she didn't know she had, but then she found out she had him, and then finds the garden in the end.
As Mary stays there longer, explores the garden, she kind of finds herself and becomes something new.
With Arifis, playing Mary, she's just a doll, and you can't help but love her, and we're both very stubborn. And so we kind of get along like good old buddies, even though we're so far apart in age. But when I was 10, I knew a lady that was 84. And she showed me how to garden. I think of my relationship with her as is very similar to that.
The emotional pull that comes with Secret Garden is the strongest that I've ever felt in any Broadway musical. It is by far my favorite musical because you can't help but feel pulled by the music itself. Now, my plan lighting-wise is to catch these ghosts of people, just pop them up out of nowhere. You didn't even realize we were standing there because you were watching the scene happen and whoa, where did they come from? Just bringing people out of the darkness into our world and then back into the darkness again.
Lily is Archibald's deceased wife, and the garden, the secret garden that the show is based on and about, is her garden, and it was a gift to her when she and Archibald were courting.
Archibald is a character who, he's only had one person ever really that has loved him. And even with his child right there, he's so terrified with this thing that he's created with this only person that loved him, that because of his disfigurement, that his child is going to be this way too.
I think the show, I feel like it's really taught me so much about life and grief and dealing with the pain of those things, because so many of the characters are dealing with those situations that are just really tough but can have, a silver lining at the end. So
the most beautiful thing about The Secret Garden is that, yes, it's a show about death, it's a show about loss, but the beauty part is how love and life grow out of that. That the journey is never final. That no matter what you do, as long as you remember that person and you keep them in your heart, they never leave you. And that's the most beautiful thing about this show.